Good afternoon, good morning. This is Mark Johnson from Loyalty 360. Welcome back to our Top 10 video series. Loyalty 360 produces a video series called the Top 10 series where we seek prudent and timely insight, analysis, and best practices from a group of well-respected thought leaders in customer channel and brand loyalty, hence the Top 10. These responses are addressing the challenges and opportunities the industry is facing today. As a trade association, we see from brands and marketers who comprise our amazing community. Tune in over the next several weeks. We'll see more episodes in the series, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the channel, and also if you have a question, feel free to put it out there. We'd love to know what topics you would like us to cover in the weeks going forward. Today's topic, where we kind of put out to our top 10 today, was what will loyalty look like in 2025? How should we as an industry be looking forward to making moves, planning for what that envisioned future will look like? So let's take a look.
It's a very good question. I think my answer is based both on trends that I see in the market emerging today, as well as being influenced by what I hope loyalty will look like in 2025. From the most basic level, I hope that we continue in general to move beyond monetary rewards and look at those added benefits, those added value services and experiences that really have a lot more impact than a lot of brands, I think, believe. Rewards, discounts feel very yesterday. It's when you're able to engage with your best customers and deliver something very bespoke to them that I think you are really starting to connect with them, and I'd like to see that continue. I think also there's a lot of understanding, or a greater understanding, that loyalty programs are not a one-size-fits-all. That if we look at your best customers or your membership base in general, there's a group of members that are very happy with what they get today. And there's very little that we could do in addition for them that would affect their behavior, modify their behavior. But there are a number of members and customers who want more and who are wanting to engage further with the brand. And that's where we're really starting to see Rundle become a lot more effective and of interest for a number of brands. We're seeing subscriptions become a lot more popular. And I'm not talking about a quarterly box. I'm talking even beyond that. What does it look like to truly be a member, especially if you're going to pay to play? How can we deliver a lot more value in that circumstance, while also candidly generating revenue for us? What are the opportunities to deepen that relationship? And as they give us more love, our customers, our best customers give us more love, we're able in turn to give them more love.
5 years from now, being able to act at the individual customer level will be table stakes. Knowing that a customer recently made a purchase is much less valuable than knowing that customer purchased a yoga mat 6 days ago, last purchased yoga pants a year ago, rated those pants 5 stars, and that they have a high propensity to purchase additional clothing if given the right offer. Customer insight at the individual level and being able to act on it will be required. Moreover, while today's consumers expect relevance, tomorrow's will expect even higher levels of relevance. They will no longer be looking for general deals that are only transactional in nature. Instead, they'll want their favorite brands to understand them as individuals and provide offers and value that appeal uniquely to them. To truly enable personal relevance and value, customer loyalty programs need a serious overhaul. Almost 2/3 retailers say their program today provides the best way to connect with their customers, but they're only scratching the surface of what's possible. We work with one of the largest restaurants companies in the country to put in place capability where their loyalty marketing team can address their entire loyalty customer base with individualized offers and do so extremely efficiently. The system uses machine learning and AI to automatically learn and adjust for each customer and scales the individual marketer's decision-making abilities. This is the path to that truly personal future.
I'm thinking consumer choice. I think not just in ways that they, can they participate in the program or not, but what elements of the program matter to them. They'll be able to select, hey, I care about this feature and this feature. I care about discounts and cash back. I don't really care about status or events or those kinds of things. They'll be able to make their choice. I also think that the future will require brands to be more targeted with their messaging, with their offers, because today there's still so many brands that do the one message to all or do some rudimentary segmentation, even though they have all of that data. So brands and loyalty marketing service providers, we got to get better at what we do. And then I think the third thing is that loyalty programs are going to require or are going to be required to be instant with benefits and rewards. And therefore, I think program monetization is going to be extraordinarily huge. So those are the changes I'm thinking about.
I think such an interesting time right now, and I think everybody's trying to figure it out, whether it's from a technology standpoint or just how we connect in a meaningful and emotional way, with our customers and clients today. So I think the big thing for me is, and what I'm hearing is that we're listening much more today than we ever have. Listening in a way that we clearly want to be able to make changes and improvements as it relates to loyalty and connecting with our customers, but we really have to pay attention. And, I'm spending a lot of my time today listening to my clients and customers. And just when you think you've got it figured out, something else changes in the world. So the other thing is we talk about proactive loyalty, and there's some of the smaller businesses I think that are doing this really well today, where they're proactively going after individual customers and connecting with them and trying to understand their stories and what's meaningful, and then making small changes along the way. So that proactive loyalty is the way I would call it. It's exhausting. It can be tiring. So that the companies I think that are doing it well are just coming after it, and they're being empathetic, being understanding. The data is changing all the time. And so I think they're trying to consume that, but not make changes that are so drastic that it takes them down, a rabbit hole that they can't get back from. So for me, it's just an evolution. And I think that's what we're going to continue to see. And I think technology will start to change a little bit. I think we're going to see more things like video, as we've seen during this time, so people can connect with their customers and hear their specific stories and respond to their specific stories. So I think we've got a difficult task ahead of us, but it's also a very exciting time.
Well, 2020 certainly has been an eye-opener in regard to how quickly things can change, and has highlighted some things that really need to change. I heard a speaker say recently that COVID-19 in many ways has propelled us into the future and has forced us to think differently about how people and customers interact with each other. At Brierley, there's many different trends in loyalty that we're enabling and tracking. I think three big ones that'll be important over the next few years are contactless identity and choice, providing choice to consumers and how they participate in loyalty programs, and that continued evolution around engagement activities and unlocking unique experiences needs to be part of any program. So for today, we'll unpack the contactless identity topic quickly. Our client, one of our clients, Hertz, is using facial recognition as a mechanism to get out of the parking lot quicker. So customers that are part of an upper level tier can choose to add their photo to their profile to help expedite the checkout process. They don't have to fumble around with papers or talk to anyone. They pull up to the gate and we know who they are, and the gate opens and they're on their way. So I think it's a unique coupling of contactless identity, choice, and the fact that they opted into that option and really enabled kind of a cool experience. So we have partners that are pioneers in the facial identity and use of that technology in C-Store and QSR applications. And again, I think we'll continue to see that accelerate in the future as people don't want to touch anything when they're in the store. They don't want to key in phone numbers in the PIN pad. And so I think facial recognition will really kind of expedite. But in summary, if you combine those things, contactless identity, consumer choice, experiences, if they're bundled together appropriately, they can be really powerful.